Now, here's Ed Bernstein.
Back once again at the CES show with some more products to show you.
Welcome to CES, the world's gathering place for all who thrive on the business of consumer technologies.
I am the first IBM CEO to ever speak at a keynote here at CES. "49 years of bringing innovation to market through CES.
We're really excited by the opportunity to talk with so many different people who are also doing so many amazing things.
Showing off what we think is cutting-edge technology in a room full of cutting-edge technology.
Hey, we're back here with our Channel 3's old friend, Dr. Frank. Been doing this for how many years at Channel 3?
40 plus. I don't want to go any higher. 40 plus.
But a doctor of consumer
Products.
Products.
Pretty much, yeah. Absolutely. Yep.
Right.
PhD in consumer product technology.
Well, let's operate on some of these products.
All right,
what
we'll do that.
What do we have here?
All right, great. Let's start off. This is Blue Air. It's a product that basically enhances your environment at home, so it cleans the air. Now, this is a sensor, but there is actually a unit that goes into the space, and that unit can be controlled. And the benefit here is an app comes with this product, and when you basically function the app, you can learn the humidity level, you can change it. So what it does, it will say to you, okay, you live in Las Vegas, this is the type of air quality you should expect in your home. Mm-hmm. And by automatically going to those particular goals, that's how the air purification occurs in the house.
Right, so but it actually does purify the air?
Totally purifies the air. And the benefit is that you can take the unit to your office, you can take it at home, depends, where you want it. But this sensor is the key, because with the sensor in the home, it then determines what's there, particulates, etc., and it will tell you then what your results are, and you can adjust those.
Wow. So what about things like CO2 and and other gases?
It'll measure all of that. Oh yeah, it'll measure all the different gases. It'll tell you the percentage, and then it will tell you what percentage should be there, if any. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, Blue Air, they've won a number of awards for the technology, and it's just coming on the market now. They showed it last year at the Houseware show in March, and now it's available.
Then you read the app on your phone, you see you diagnose your problem.
Exactly, right. Okay. Yeah, it's very simple, very simple.
You got to diagnose before you operate, right?
Exactly, right.
Okay, and it's moving right along.
Right.
The duster.
The duster, right. Now, the problem is that in the past, everybody uses aerosols. The aerosol, as you know, basically with the chlorophyll, right, goes into the environment. So it's really not good for us to breathe, nor is it good for the environment at all. So what Metrovac has done, and by the way, this company is...
So I've detected it on here.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And then you basically blow it over. Clean it over, exactly, right. So your keyboard, anything you have in your home that you would have access to, even the tablets, the little grit gets in the corners. Well, what this product does, it basically filters the air. So it pulls air from the environment, filters it, and you don't have any of the fluorocarbons. And it's very powerful, too, in other words. But really, what I like about it, made in the USA.
Right.
Great.
Also clean your jacket with it?
Oh, yeah, you can do about anything. If I turn it on the jacket, believe me, it's going to probably get to the hair and everything else in between, because it's pretty powerful.
Okay.
Okay. All right, this next product, this is really cool. This is by a company called Seek Thermal, and basically what it is it's a thermal device. In other words, and if I kind of point it towards you, they're going to get an image of what that device does. So it basically looks for heat. So now, what's the purpose of the product? If you have air leaking, because winter months, we have the homes heated, it'll show you where the leaks are.
Oh, that's wonderful. So you could bring it by your windows and your doors?
Absolutely. Now, some other functions which are really cool. If you lose an animal or a pet, because it picks up heat, you can actually point this into the forest, whatever, if you're looking for the dog, and you can find the dog. So sometimes, you call for them, but they're not going to answer, or they don't bark, right? And one other thing that's really neat, too, Ed, is you'll notice I turned the LED light on. This is 300 lumens, which is incredibly bright. Also, it has a second stage where the light actually goes to a lower stage. So the benefit is you can actually use it as a light to find what you're looking for, and then thermal, you can basically then pick up the thermal, the thermal image.
Does it have a large range?
It does, yeah. You're looking up to about probably 300 feet, 500, I'd say 500 feet, which is amazing, yeah. And one thing you can do too, which is kind of fun, you can basically point it at yourself, and selfies are very, very big today. Well, I basically did a thermie. So I took a picture of myself.
So where are you leaking?
And then posted it. So we got a thermie instead of a selfie, or a combination thereof. So you have a little bit of fun with these guys too. It's a lot of fun. But that's the neat thing about it, and I think it's ergonomic. If you hold it, feel it yourself, and feel that, point it in the right direction so that you feel what it feels like in the hand. You see, it's very comfortable. So it's ergonomically designed, so it's easy to use.
It's like the old cell phones.
Yes, exactly right, the bricks. Exactly. And that's by a company called Seek Thermal. Okay, great. Now, smartwatches are the thing right now. Everybody wants a smartwatch, but they're expensive. And the most important thing the smartwatches do is they alert people. They give you notification. Somebody's trying to reach you. You have a text message, you have an email, whatever.
Now you become a slave to your watch.
Well, that's correct. And what happens is these alerts go off, and they're very disturbing to some people. For example, even if it vibrates, it takes you away from whatever you're doing. So it is a distraction to an extent. So what this company has come out with, and which is really cool, this is called Ditto. But it's this tiny little device, as you can see, and it clips onto your clothing or in your clothing, or a gal can put it on her bra strap so that it's somewhat concealed. But you tell it with an app who you want or allow to notify you for whatever reason, babysitter, husband, children, whatever, and those notifications then are passed through. So you can change it at any time. It's an app. What I also like about it, no rechargeable battery. The battery lasts for 6 to 8 months. So you don't have to tether it to a charger, which you have to charge your smartwatch every day. And that's the biggest complaint about smartwatches, that they last maybe 5, 6, 7 hours. People are tethered back to the charger. But it's a great product.
So you used to use like one of those camera type of battery?
Yes, exactly, exactly right. And it's built in, and it is interchangeable, so you can take it apart and change it. And for $39.95, boy, it's just a no-brainer. And what we're finding is, the women love it because oftentimes they leave their phone in their purse. They're unaware that the phone is ringing. So now with this on, and it's a wearable, it alerts them that they're getting a call.
You still have to find your telephone.
Exactly right, yeah. Right, so you've got to dig.
You need one of those other devices that help you locate your device.
That's exactly right. Yeah, we're device-oriented all the way around. No matter what it is, we need a device for the device.
Yeah, is there a limit with all the applications on your telephones and all the signals that going around the world? Is there a limit before everything starts interfering, the radio waves start interfering with each other?
It's a good question, and I would say to some degree, Bluetooth is a good example. When we were at one of the press events just last night, someone had a Bluetooth device to show me, brand new, and they wanted to pair it. Well, when they basically went searching, there were like 450 Bluetooth devices. They couldn't find it. So we had to go out in the hallway, 50 feet away from where we were, to basically eliminate the other Bluetooth devices in order for that to work. So the answer is yes, there is quite a bit of pollution with devices. And that's one of the things that the industry has to manage.
Because there's every year it's more and more of these kinds.
Absolutely, all the time, sure. Absolutely, yep. All right, next product. This is kind of cool. This is called iGrow.
Not a football helmet.
Not a football helmet, no. But one thing that's nice about it is when you're getting a treatment, because it's for hair growth, but when you're getting a treatment, you can listen to your favorite tunes through the headsets, either on either side.
I know you pulled this out for me, right?
I did, and me too. Listen, I'm in this with you. I'm not going to let you alone. That's for sure. But you can see what it is. It's basically a helmet with laser. The laser lights that are inside.
Love the suction caps. That's got to be comfortable.
Exactly. But what it does, it excites the follicle of the hair. And if you wear it 3 times a week, 20 minutes per time, within 6 months, you're going to see some hair growth. And most people, as long as you've got some hair up there already, it'll start to, it'll excite the other hair and kind of bring it along. But, just to show you what it looks like when you wear it, see? And so with the headsets, now I can basically listen to music, or I can be on my computer or whatever, get the treatment at the same time, and enjoy my sounds.
That wasn't my idea of exciting follicles, but But does it really work? I mean, does it really grow hair?
Yeah, and it's what's interesting, and I think you probably know this, I'm really serious about the products that I choose and pick when they come up on my table. Most people know my reputation that if it's on my table, it means that I'll buy it. I've used it, I've tested it. What I like about this product is the only one that's FDA approved for men and women. And that is a stretch, you know. In other words, when you go for approval, they're going to look at it. Now, will it work for everybody? No.
But you don't have to apply creams or anything. Just put the helmet on.
Put the helmet on, exactly, yeah. Right. Crazy, huh? Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, it is
Wish
amazing.
I would have had that 30, 40 years ago.
I said the same thing when I saw it.
Once you lose it, it's gone, I think.
Yeah,
right?
pretty much. What they say is if you don't have any hair up there, don't waste your time because it's going to be difficult to make that happen. So the reality is, and what I think is important about the manufacturer, what iGrow has said is, look, you don't like it, send it back. And that's pretty strong. So they've had a lot of history with people using it and determining whether or not it's something that's favorable and doesn't work. Does it give you results? That's the key. If it doesn't, then it's not worth it.
Right. Well,
cool. All right, now their next product, this is just introduced at the show 2 days ago. This is called iDerma. So it's a little takeoff on iGrow, but it's iDerma. So what is it?
Same company?
Yeah, same company, exactly, yep. And you'll notice that it has a mask. You see, the mask comes with green LEDs and red LEDs and also blue. So the idea behind it is when you put the headband on, I'm just going to hold this up so we can kind of get a shot of what the idea is. The treatment basically is done like that. So it's pretty much what you would do at a spa. So it's a similar type of treatment that you would find at a spa, and the idea behind it is to improve complexion. Okay, they claim a lot of different things about it. I haven't had a chance to really put it through its paces, but it's a very interesting concept.
What's the technology that does improve the skin tone?
Well, different lasers that are basically incorporated in there. They do a number of different things to the skin, and to be honest with you, I haven't had an opportunity to really research as much as I want, but it's great TV.
It's a little warm.
Terrific, yeah, exactly, right. But the neat thing about it too is that this whole industry of the cosmetics is just crazy, and so these guys see an opportunity to basically bring this to the home, and rather than go to the spa, and what they do is they give you one headband, and now you can buy multiple masks depending upon what your treatment is and what you want. So with one headband, you don't have to buy 3 different units. You just add the facial portion to the headband.
In a few years, you'll be able to buy it at the Estee Lauder counter.
Yes, exactly right, yeah. And it'll be branded on the front, too, for sure, exactly. Dash cams are very popular. This is by a company called GoPapa, P-A-P-A-G-O. And what I really like about their products, they're 1080p high definition. And I'm sure maybe in your work, you probably realize, too, that documentation is very critical. And what a lot of people have found is when a dash cam is installed in the vehicle, it records everything. So it may record a trip, which you can kind of review with your children and your family, because a lot of things you miss when you're driving. You say, oh, I didn't know that was there whenever you drive by. But what we found that it also does, it documents accidents and so forth. So there have been many times where people have had situations and issues where they have documentation, and they're able to prove a particular situation because they...
When you say is it a camera?
Yeah, it's a camera. Now, this particular one is a mirror, right? Now, there are several types. There are the small ones that you can basically put, and it basically attaches to the windshield. This guy replaces your mirror. And right inside here is the video. So as you're driving, you can turn it on, turn it off, whatever. The neat thing about it is that it automatically will give you... So you can see the cameras here.
It's kind of what the police are using now.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's got them, yep. And you can see the camera. So the camera can be moved or altered in any direction you want. You're looking at the mirror, and you're seeing the video at the same time.
Yeah, very clever.
Yeah, very cool. And that's one of the things about this company that I like, the innovation. So they've taken dash cams a step forward, and they basically integrated into something that's already in the car. So you just replace the rear view mirror.
So something like that you'd have to then download into your computer.
Well, yeah. In fact, inside here, I think if we get a close-up, you'll notice there's a little SD slot. So a micro SD is inserted into the unit, and what happens then, the recording goes on the micro SD card. This will handle up to 64 gigabytes of video, which is a lot of video. You're talking hours. So the benefit, you can take that and remove it, and then you can upload it into your computer, laptop, whatever, or just create as a file, and then you can put another card in there if you want to, depending upon what the need is. But the police use it. We're finding now that even first responders, ambulances, and so forth are also putting them in, so they have documentation of everything that happens within that 8-hour shift. Now this is pretty cool. USBC. This is something I want our viewers to understand. This is the next wave in USB. We all know what USB is, right? What this does, and what's interesting about it, is this particular product with USB-C, the difference is the new cable allows you to plug it in any direction. Right now, if you have a USB cable, as you know, you can only plug it in one direction.
And 50% of the time, I'm wrong.
And everybody else, right? And it's frustrating. So now with the new USB-C, you plug it in one direction, and that's it. Really cool. Now, what Energy has done, this is a company that has come out with an adapter. So this adapter, as you can see, basically you plug it in, and on the end of the cord, you have you'll see the adapter, and if we can get a close-up of that, it doesn't matter how I plug it in. I can plug it in this way, I can plug it in that way, but it's the identical adapter, and that's what's so special about it. So it makes it very simple, very easy, and less complex than what we had before. And this is now occurring. You're going to find this on all the new Apple products, all the new tablets, all the new phones. Everything's going to have USB-C.
And they're all going to be interchangeable.
All interchangeable, yeah. Exactly.
Once and for all.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, go ahead.
No, I was...
Yeah, and this is really cool product. The reason I bring this in, I've had people say to me here in Las Vegas, a lot of people have issues with cell phone service. It drops because of different locations where they may be. This is by WeBoost. This is the foremost company. I've done a lot of research on different manufacturers, but the benefit here is these guys really work. This is a product you'll find in an ambulance, you'll find it in a police vehicle. So now this commercial product is now available to the consumer. So this goes, actually, it's installed in the vehicle with an outside antenna, and you can even take this with you. So if you travel, and let's say you go to you're going to be on business for a week and a half, 2 weeks, you can take this with you, install it into the rental vehicle, remove it, and bring it back home. It's really cool. But it basically enhances cell signals by 20 times, and also made in the USA.
So when you're driving through the desert or through a mountain range, you'll be able to have cell service.
Yeah, 20 times, and it works with every single carrier. So it doesn't matter what it is, it works with all of them.
The WeBoost Drive 4GX cellular signal booster, designed to give you maximum coverage wherever you may find yourself, providing up to 50% greater signal range from the cell tower than any comparable booster. You can go where you need to without losing your connection. The Drive 4GX boosts voice and data for all North American carriers, including 4G LTE for multiple users. A magnetic mount antenna on the roof of your vehicle collects the cell signal. The Drive 4GX amplifies those signals and rebroadcasts them inside your vehicle, resulting in more reliable calls and faster data speeds, so you can stay connected in places you never thought you could. Connect at camp, log or receive data remotely, or simply maintain peace of mind when driving from place to place. The Drive 4GX is easy to install and comes with everything you need to get set up. Now you're enjoying a stronger cellular connection.
Okay, and what is this, tanning booth you have here?
This is kind of neat. Yeah, tanning booth. This is basically a solar barbecue grill. It's pretty cool. And the solar is collected here, you can see within this framework. And then what we do is we place the food inside this little shaft, you see? So the food goes inside, and we basically put it in, and then with this pointed in the right direction to basically harness the sun, it will cook the food inside that cylinder in 20 minutes.
This is the GoSun stove, a game-changing solar cooker that can finish a meal in 20 minutes, even under overcast skies. Cooking meals using only the sun, the GoSun goes wherever you do. Bake, steam, roast, and saute, nothing is off limits. Plus, it tastes great. The secret to this technology is a vacuum tube, which absorbs light and acts as a perfect insulator, holding heat through the harshest conditions. With this technology, GoSun is revolutionizing cooking for people around the world. We invite you to join the next evolution in cooking. Welcome to the fuel-free frontier.
What attracted me to it was the fact that it doesn't use any energy. So we're not plugging it in. We're not using any type of, we're not.
Are you going out in the rain now?
Yeah, I'm going to go out in the rain. I want to show you this because this is a pretty cool product. This is one of my favorite things that I found here at the show. Now, I'm going to turn it on, okay, and you'll notice it blinks.
Oh, that's great for bike riding.
That's what it's for.
Yeah.
That's what it's for. It's for bikes. Now, what I'm going to show you is that I'm riding my bike, right, okay, and I'm going to make a left turn, so I put my hand up. You see the turn signal? And the turn signal is also on the back. You see?
Yeah.
So the minute I put my hand down, now I'm riding the bike again, I'm moving the bike, whatever. But the neat thing is it has a number of different settings, so I can basically put it into several modes. And what else? You can see now a quick flash or a strobe, right? But people are going to see you. And also, if you look at the back also has the LEDs in the back of the jacket. You see?
Brake lights.
Yeah, brake lights, exactly, right. But the nice thing I love about this product is called VisiJax. It's from the UK, but safety. This is important.
How much?
$159. Not bad.
Yeah, life-saving device.
Yeah, it's like something like that, exactly. I think it's one of the coolest things that's come out. This is what I call a wearable that's worth purchasing. See, there's some things that you see at the show that are just...
It seems like there's a lot of wearable products.
Well, that's the problem. That's the buzz today. So if you can put a wearable together with an app, you've got a space to basically make a product and make some money.
But this is terrific. And this come in other colors or just...
It comes in black, comes in blue, comes in yellow. They have about 9 colors now, and they're making more. But I like it in the yellow because the yellow lets me to be seen as well. You know. So I told my friend, I said I went to the football game back in Pittsburgh, and I said, "You'll see me." I said I got a real bright jacket on, but I didn't tell him about the lights. So when I turned the lights on, he said, "You're out of your mind." Yeah, but we have a lot of fun with it. But the benefit is we know it's a safe product, and that's the key.
Dr. Frank, great to see you again. Thank you so much for your time.
I've heard so much about you and your work here in Las Vegas, and it's just a pleasure to be with you. I appreciate the opportunity.
Thank you. These are just some of the great products. Go out and check them out for yourself. Now we're outside at BMW. I'm here with Philip, and he's talking to me about a self-parking BMW vehicle, and he's going to describe how the process works.
Well, actually, it's all about connected mobility. We're bringing together your home, your car, and all your mobile devices. And in that specific case, we're bringing together a smartwatch you're wearing with your car connected over the Open Mobility Cloud. And with that smartwatch, we enable you to move your car by doing a gesture.
So essentially the car is, driverless, which for BMW is already ho-hum, been there, done that. But here it's coming, straightening out.
Yeah, and actually it's standing in the direction that the owner wants to go to, so it also knows that where your next appointment is, and it chooses the right direction, so it's very seamless and very intuitive for you to, just get out of your home, get in the car, go to work or wherever you want to go to, and that's the way it works.
Of course, it requires pre-programming.
At home it may need, because it has to know how your property looks like, but it also can detect some free parking spaces when you, for example, pass one. It's got sensors on all sides, so it's very easy. So now the driver gets out of the car. There's nothing he has to do from inside, and now outside the car he's doing the gesture.
Did he just lock the vehicle as well?
Well, it locks as soon as it parked. Shake in, and that big wave, and the car starts parking.
Now, do we have the technology yet for the vehicle to back into a space?
Oh, well, absolutely. I mean, the car actually decides which is the best way to go into the parking space. So that's just here like one use case we're showing at CES, but all other ways are possible as well. And actually what you're seeing here now is it's kind of a perfectionist, because it wasn't centered enough in the parking space. It's going out a bit, right, and then it's doing a small correction and going back in.
So it has to be, it will locate the absolute center.
Right.
Is this a regular production vehicle?
Well, this actually is. I mean, we're using serial technology for that. The ultrasonic sensors we're using, we know from our brand new BMW 7 Series. So it's, it's close to serial production, but that whole gesture control will take some time for us to set into all the serial production.
And there it is, parked like a pro.
Yeah.
Now we're over at BMW with Robert Richter, and you look like you're ready to ride a motorcycle.
I am, and I have something exciting for you today.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're here to present the BMW Towards Vision head-up display helmet. It features a fully transparent display which is hovering above your right eye. And with that display, we can show you key information in your direct field of sight.
So how will that help me?
It will help you. It will make riding safer because it shows you key information, like warnings, a slippery road, if you're approaching a construction site, ahead of time, and in your direct field of view. This technology has been developed specifically for motorcyclists. So compared to other technologies where you have a small display in your peripheral vision, you don't have to glance down or just refocus. This display is always in focus if you look far out on the road. So while riding motorcycles, you have your hands on the handlebar, you're focusing on the street, and you'll see the street clearly, as well as all the information that we're showing you.
Now, would it pick up for instance, a pothole in the road or a ditch in the road?
Unfortunately, no ditches in the road because there are plenty here. That would be a little bit too much. So we show you the key information, the one that is really important for you. Something like a slippery road or if you're approaching a construction site. With vehicle-to-vehicle communication in the future, we could also show you like if there's an accident ahead and warn you.
And this is also a communication device?
It is. So we have a special feature because our customers, they love to ride in groups. So how often had you the same situation where you ride in a group, you're the first one, and somebody is falling behind? That happens, and you can't look back because your eyes are focused on the road. We have a special feature called the group ride. With the group ride, we can actually show you where your friends are. So you see in the display if somebody is falling behind, and then you can simply use our multi-controller on the left handlebar and call him and ask, okay, do you have a problem? Do you want us to wait for you?
Very cool. So what is the display here really fulfilling?
In that display, we have built this simulator to make sure everybody can really experience it. So on the TVs behind you, actually, you see what the driver is currently seeing. So in a couple of seconds, we'll be approaching an intersection. We show you turn-by-turn directions to say, okay, please turn right in 0.1 mile. And then we tell you, okay, please turn right onto this and that street. That simulator makes it very easy to experience it as if you were riding a motorcycle. And customers love it. The first question I get is like, when can you buy it? When can I buy it?
This would be a good training mechanism for somebody that wants to begin motorcycle riding.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, many of the people here have never ridden a motorcycle before. And we want to show you it is fun, it is safe, and convenient.
And what does a helmet like this cost?
Unfortunately, we haven't decided on a price yet. It's a little bit too early to say. It's still a prototype, but we think this is actually a great product that in combination with the BMW bike will really add a big benefit for our customers.
How long do you anticipate somebody's going to have to wait before the product's available?
So we're actively working on a helmet like this or in a similar way, and we expect to have it on the road within the next few years.
And we'll also talk about weight. Is this much heavier than a typical helmet?
Of course, there's a little bit weight because we add a little bit of technology, but you can expect a lightweight helmet as you can buy now for BMW, right? Because we feature helmets that are lightweight and safe.
Thank you so much, Robert.
Thank you very much.
Well, it's been an exhausting day at the CES. Time to get home. A good way to avoid the traffic? Hop on a bike.